Toriko, Toriko, Toriko. Oh boy. Chapter 3, 15, cliffhanger, what the fuck.
You,
Yeah,
whoa, like, let's just get out of the way. Balls
balls.
to the ground.
Yeah, yeah, so let's, I know, we're both kind of shell-shocked by the cliffhanger-ish of this chapter, but anyway, the beginning started off with, like, the different 240 trillion cell, like, moves,
Technique.
which was cool. I liked how they were using, like, each other's moves, and they were, like, using Enbu with it in order to, like, enhance the power. I like that. That was pretty innovative of them.
Of course, and some other things that were pretty interesting was like to note was when he dodged Coco's move, and he was like, Bambina's moving, seemingly moving faster at near the speed of light. And I'm like, and that's Bambina? He's moving near the speed of light? Are you kidding me? Already? You have characters
Yeah,
who
I don't know if that's literal or
true,
not. Who
but
knows?
it's Bambina. It's Bambina.
Yeah, it's freaking Bambina.
And things just get even worse. They get to the point where like there's nothing we can do that works. So they're like, we'll just quickly distract him and go for the balls and try and yank them off anyway. Now, this time, Coco's use of a poison doll was more strategic as opposed to like, okay, that's OP precog. No, he did that so that way they can get the opportunity to distract him, and they got it. They grabbed his balls from behind,
Uh-huh.
and it was the comparison of how difficult it was to try and remove them was made it basically. They said it was like trying to remove the friggin' earth, move the friggin' earth,
Mhm.
because it was like the balls were fused to the earth, and they would have to be able to move the entire earth to remove them.
I gotta get it out of the way. Did you read the manga stream translation of this chapter?
Oh, I read the was it the manga stream? Yeah, I think no, I didn't read the manga stream. I read the Bakoto, and then later on I read the manga Panda. Uh-huh. But so what was so funny about the manga stream version?
Basically, Toriko, it just the, the way they translate is so freaking vulgar all the time, and like
Oh, actually, you know what? I think I did read this one. But I'm gonna read it again just to remember. But continue.
I'm gonna quote one of Toriko's lines when they're about to try to tear off his balls. He says, "For now, the only plan I can think of is to tear his fucking balls off."
Oh yeah.
And then, of course, when he ges mad and does a jet fork, he goes, "Fuck you!" The one who actually loses his composure is Toriko, not Zebra. Toriko,
Toriko.
and he's the one that breaks the plan, which was
Which
interesting.
yeah, but there was just some wow, like it was insane because like you have freaking Bambina who while they're trying to grab his balls, he freaking like grabs them from behind and then like freaking like moves his like head all the way back and tries to take a bite out of them,
Right.
seemingly getting a bite, drawing plenty of blood.
Hmm.
And then that's when Toriko's like, "Fuck you!" and then just jet fork.
Yep.
And just those eyes of Bambina's eyes like popping out like almost like he almost to pretend like he's actually taking damage.
Hmm.
And then of course Toriko, since he broke the plan, he got hit with 100 times gravity. But of course, if you were like Goku and would have trained to be able to handle the gravity without Embu, this wouldn't be much of a problem.
Right.
And then he tries to take Bambina takes a bite out of his Toriko's leg. And what I thought was interesting was that Zebra literally had to say Embu, literally said Embu cancel, and then unleashed his beast
Mm-hmm.
with the Death Knuckle, which also doesn't really do anything. And you got, your Satan Hare, and who tries to eat Bambina, and then Bambina tries to eat the hare back.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the Devil Poison, like all of it. Like all their techniques would kill anybody else, but not Bambina.
Right.
And then Bambina's like, you guys want to fuck with me? Well, here. Destroy the entire mountain. Just because I can.
Yep.
And of course, Bambina follows them and continues to try to eat them.
But it gets worse because
it gets
Toriko.
worse. Yes, they land in a nest of natural born Son Enrico, who have already released their pilot, and Bambina doesn't even know. You see him super all even his stuff. He's being affected by it because you see all the tears and the saliva.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't eat. But at the same time, even though it looks like he's being affected, it doesn't seem to bother him.
Right.
Which is like, what? And even though they try to reactivate Embu so they could ward off the effects of the gravity so they can try and get out of there, unfortunately, due to the lack of water content in their bodies and the fact that the gravity is they used up too much energy, they basically have nothing. They can't do it. There's just nothing left. Toriko's like, fuck it. If I'm going to be eaten, I'm going to at least try to eat you first. And seemingly pisses Bambina off. Like, how?
Yeah, he bites his upper lip. What the fuck?
And like that panel afterwards, you see Bambina's eye, and it's like all black.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the scene is all like black and white, and you're like, you could just tell like the intimidation is just on like a whole new level.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, Toriko and seemingly also Bambina having some type of vision, possibly.
Yeah, as well as Toriko.
Maybe. That's what I said. I said both Toriko and Bambina seemingly having some type of vision, seeing the person they treasure the most. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I saw one theory was that like the fact that Bambina bit them and then that Toriko bit him back was like the last thing of the dance or something.
Maybe.
I read that, like, and that seems like that's definitely a viable thing, but obviously we just don't know. We literally have no clue. Even the text says, "But how?"
Yeah, and here's the other thing. There's also my theory that friggin' the monkey looks exactly like Karatsu for some reason. I don't know. There's no idea because not once have we seen this female monkey's face.
Right.
And then next thing you know, you see, after seeing this, Bambina seeing this vision of this female of the species, he starts to cry, and then his balls just drop off like they're friggin' water droplets. They're just like, bloop. It's like, so Bambina has officially won the award for the weirdest ejaculation.
Yeah.
Like, when he gets off, he literally gets off.
Yeah. It's like, what if, like, every, like, Akashia's full course was, like, something, like, phallic, and we find out the air was actually someone else's nuts, something even bigger.
No. See, that was actually a plan. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta give him some credit. I mean, but there's other... I mean, obviously, whatever the god isn't, because it's being guarded by the battle wolf, presumably, and whatever ingredients that the mother snake and the emperor crow are guarding probably also aren't a part of their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in terms of other ingredients, like, okay, we had Acacia's salad. This is Acacia's soup. And God is the main dish. So it's like, okay, you got your meat dish, your fish, your drink. Oh my god, we still have another liquid-based one to drink.
Mm-hmm. Someone's piss.
Well, that's what we originally said this was going to be. It was going to be his piss, And then we joke saying, "Oh no, it's going to be his semen."
Yeah. We were freaking
And
close.
close enough. I mean, it's his balls,
Yeah.
which which I guess are producing the soup. So I guess in essence, it is his semen.
It's gonna be like some kind of
There's gonna be like
stew.
freaking like it's gonna be some kind of like clear broth soup with some like sperm shaped noodles.
Oh God.
But see, that's the thing is that would be funny. It'd be super freaking weird and creepy, but based on the way this arc's been going, it would almost make sense.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. Not after
The
what we've
fact that
seen.
you also got, like I said, we also got the meat, the fish, the was it what are the other courses? We got there's salad, soup, main course. There's a meat dish, a fish dish, the drink.
Hors
What
d'oeuvres.
else? Hors d'oeuvre. There has to be an hors d'oeuvre. Maybe that. It's probably not going to be a liquid though.
Dirt and dessert,
Oh, dessert. Yeah,
which is Earth. We know that.
Earth. Which is what? I mean, isn't that the one Coco's looking at?
Sunny.
So it's probably going to be guarded by the mother snake.
I think Coco is looking for Adam. I don't. I
Which
don't know which one that is. I forget.
so it's definitely going to be interesting to see what to see if he decides to do anything else.
Oh, I'm sure the weirdness has not ended yet.
Oh no, no, no! I know.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, this chapter was. It was. I mean, it was great as usual, but it was definitely still weird. But I love the manga stream translation with all the constant fucks. It just really added to it. I don't know how much of that's actually accurate though, because they really. I think stream really does that a lot, where they um, drum up the language, or maybe mangaka are just that vulgar. I don't know.
hmm Adam, the one that Coco's looking for is the drink.
The drink, okay.
And according to what we know from the manga, apparently its last known location is supposedly near a place, or apparently we were shown a brief mention that it was apparently near some place called Developmental Fever Bridge.
Huh.
So that's interesting
Somebody
because
snot?
remember, it's Adam's. Everyone, it's believed that since that's the ingredient Coco's going after, that it's going to be guarded by the Emperor Crow.
Hmm. It's gonna be the crow
And
snot. If it's
maybe,
fever.
maybe.
I don't. I don't expect them all to be weird like that, but I don't know. Maybe another. Maybe we'll have another weird one. It's like, where the fuck did Akashi get the idea to rip off somebody's nuts and cook them? I don't know.
And as we already know, Earth was the dessert. And according to this, it says the reviver Yokosu was nearly revived it, and apparently also it was revealed that it could be obtained. That the name of its location is called Gourmet Garden,
Huh. Well, that sounds like it could be a snake thing
which
because
is
garden snake.
which is why everyone thinks that the ingredients that they're searching for are going to be, because it's believed that the Battle Wolf is guarding God, because Battle Wolf is supposedly was hyped up to be this OP motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So, and since that correlates
To Toriko,
so
yeah.
to Toriko, and you figure, oh well, and that's the one he wants, and Sunny wants Earth, so it's probably going to be guarded by the snake, and so on and so forth.
Right. And it makes
But we
sense
don't
for
really.
garden, you know.
But the other three, we don't really know much about. It's center is the name of the mysterious ingredient for his hors d'oeuvre ingredient, and
Center,
it is
interesting.
and it says, and this is based on the Toriko wiki. It says it is called the ultimate revival ingredient and is said to be capable of resurrecting the dead.
Whoa.
It is also said that while Akasha sealed the other 7 ingredients in his full course, center is the one that he intentionally hid. Currently, Chio of the whatchamacallits, Bushokai,
Uh-huh.
uh, is aiming for it in order to revive her long deceased son.
Ah.
The next one is the fish dish referred to as another, and we don't really know. There's nothing. It says nothing is known about this mysterious creature other than that it resides in the glimmering Stardust Road in Gourmet World, and that Rala, Love, and Tact of the Zero Biotough were assigned to get it.
Hmm.
And apparently, while the Gourmet Corp head chef and his Nitro minions were sent to intercept them.
Right.
And the final ingredient that makes is the beast is the meat dish, which is referred to as news, and supposedly is a beast that resides within the food region forest of the Gourmet World,
Hmm.
and not much else was known except, who was assigned from the Zero biotype to get it, and who from the Gourmet Corps was sent to intercept them.
Right, because that was that whole thing with the whole fight between Ichiryu and Midora, where they had the different fights, which were all off screen, and apparently all the Bishokukai won.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Milk didn't die, luckily.
Mm-hmm. So,
We initially thought they died, but Milk
yep.
didn't, at least,
So,
which is good.
yeah. So we still have. They're all very interesting ingredients. So it's definitely going. So only one of them is we still have the drink, which is another. You know. So right now, our current theory, thanks to the information we already know, it's a possibility Emperor we might be drinking. They might be drinking Emperor Crow snot.
Hmm. Which would be that would be kind of funny, but
Wouldn't be weird. It wouldn't be. It would be. Actually, it would actually not be that bad compared to this.
no, it would that would be relatively tame compared to this.
But as for the other ones, it's like the another and news, the which are the fish and meat dish are like sound more like beasts, like they might be actual physical animals
Uh,
themselves.
right,
And then you got the dessert, which is supposedly in a garden, most likely guarded by the mother snake. So it's probably going to be like a plant-like dessert type item,
like an apple or something.
maybe.
I don't know.
And God is God. The hors d'oeuvre is also weird sounding. How it's supposed to be able to even revive the dead,
Right,
which
revive Ichiryu. He died for nothing.
maybe, 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 maybe that's what. Maybe it's maybe we got a friggin' Eisen level troll here.
Right.
Because, like I said, nobody really knows what God is either.
Hmm.
Like, we don't know. We just know it's a very fantastical ingredient.
Right.
That's all we know.
Hmm. I'm wondering if it's like a complete dish, not just one like thing. Who knows?
It's an ingredient.
I
It's
mean,
a part of
it's an ingredient, but it might be like an ingredient that is
a full dish.
like a full dish, because obviously certain things in Toriko have combine certain foods into one, obviously. So I don't know. It's it's too tough to speculate right now. But
Uh huh.
anyway, this chapter was great. Yeah.
And still takes weirdness to a whole new level.
Oh yeah. And cliffhanger, but luckily, unlike One Piece, we'll have a chapter next week.
Hmm.
So yeah.